What is up, my fellow Chibits? Today, I'm here to bring all of you the weekly Chibi vlog. And as always, before I begin anything, I gotta ask, how has everyone been? Have you been good? Have you been healthy? Have you been having fun? Summer is almost done. I mean, how do you all feel about that? Because school is about to begin for a lot of people, and it feels like it was just yesterday. I was just making a video, like a vlog, and talking about how, you know, school's ending, it's summer vacation, and just to think now it's August, and school is pretty much about to begin for many. School probably has already begun for some, because actually, I got a quick story to talk about before I go any further. So, my last year of school, I don't think I've ever talked about this. I might have, I could have, and if I have, forgive me for any Chibits that know this, but this is kind of a story that relates with what I was just talking about since school is about to begin. So, my final year of school, before, you know, I was, you know, done and graduated, I graduated when I was 17, and I graduated in my junior year instead of my senior year, and if I would have been still going in school at that time, like if I would have went to be a senior and graduate, I would have had to go back to school, I think, July 26th or July 27th. No joke. When I ended school, I think my final day of school was like in, I think it was not June, it was like June 1st, yeah, it was June 1st, I think. It was June 1st, or it was like May 31st, it was somewhere around there. It's like in the June, early June, like the beginning of June, late end of May, and I remember that was like my final day of, you know, school. And then I was supposed to come back, if I would have come back if it wasn't my final year, I would have had to come back at like July 26th or 27th, which was absolutely fucking ridiculous. Because I remember when I was growing up and I was in middle school, elementary, and even my other parts of high school, usually you would get off around like May 27th, May 26th, and then you wouldn't come back until around like August 4th maybe, August 8th. I remember that type of stuff when I was in Florida, and also when I was in Tennessee and, you know, growing up too in middle school and high school. So it was really weird to see how some schools would actually start now in July, and I'm very curious about this. How many of you Chibits actually have already started school now? I mean, of course, some of you are college students, many of you are college students, and a lot of you probably have, you know, all year-round classes, summer classes and stuff, and probably have no breaks at all. But for those of you that, you know, do have breaks, I'm very curious, like, how has school been? Because it's been forever since I've actually been in school. Look, I'm 21 now, and I'm just curious, has school kind of lengthened the summer breaks, or they've gotten shorter? Is it still ending around the same time, and then, you know, you go back to school at the same time? I'm just very curious about that. If anyone can let me know, please do so in the comments below. But anyways, a couple things I want to dive into. First thing, right off the bat, I gotta say, this week has been chaotic. I mean, there's a lot that's happened this week, and if you've been following my Twitter, you might have already have heard. I talked about on my Twitter around, like, Saturday that I had to attend a funeral, and I'm not really going to go into the nitty-gritty details of everything, but one of my family members passed away. I attended their funeral, and that's kind of why a lot of my videos were late on Saturday, some Sunday as well, is because I was just, you know, doing the funeral service, burial, stuff like that. And don't worry, before anyone asks, I'm fine. Don't worry, I'm completely fine. It's a natural thing. If there's anything I can let you know, that the funeral service, the person that died in my family, it was a natural death. It was, you know, of old age. It wasn't something that, you know, was tragic. It was just something that everybody has to deal with and has to go through. So it's sad, yes, but I mean, it's something we all must accept one day. So yeah, that happened this previous weekend, and, you know, that's kind of why everything was thrown out of whack. And besides that, however, besides all of that, you know, that news, there's other things, too, I've done this week. Like, you know, watch anime, read manga, done some jogging as well. Yeah, I was out jogging and stuff, and I was like, you know what, I really want to swim. I really want to swim. I know it's a little bit late. I haven't actually swam all summer long. I haven't, and I want to swim. And I was thinking about in a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks from now, I plan on going to Fall Creek Falls. You guys probably don't know what that is. I mean, if you're not in Tennessee and you don't know the area, you have no idea what Fall Creek Falls is. But it's this, like, national park that has these waterfalls coming out. It's a very, very beautiful area, and I want to actually go there and probably go swimming sometime in, like, 2 weeks from now. I might do a vlog or something. Who knows? I might vlog. It depends on all of you if you want me to vlog something like that. It really comes down to what time of day, what, you know, day of the week or whatever it is. But I mean, if you guys are interested in something like that, maybe I could vlog some things I do. Maybe when I go get something to eat while I'm there, or, you know, when I go swimming or something. I mean, who knows? We'll see when that time comes, but it's not set in stone if I'm going yet, but I would like to go. Anyways, besides that, talking about anime and manga, so, as we know, this week, there's been quite a few news articles. I mean, we've had so much stuff that's been announced this week, so many things are ending, and one of the things that many Chibits have been asking me to kind of talk about recently is Nisekoi's ending. As you know, Bleach ended, or it's ending in the next chapter. All chapters of Weekly Shonen Jump are on break next week. When it comes back, Bleach is going to end, and Nisekoi ended this week. The finale was this week, and to be honest, I haven't actually been keeping up with the series. I watched Season 1 and Season 2 of the anime, and to be honest, I kind of fell off of it. It got very slow-paced, and it was dragging on and on and on and on, and I was like, okay, look, I understand that, the mangaka needs to do something like this when it comes to, like, harem series or something, but I just wasn't a big fan of how long it was. I can understand slow pacing and stuff like that, but it just felt like Nisekoi was just way too long, and it just didn't get to the point rather quickly, so I kind of dropped off. And I actually looked at the final chapter, and I've been kind of keeping, up to date with certain events with how, our main character, Raku, how he's been kind of throwing aside the others that have been confessing to him, like he's denying them and he's telling them the truth that he doesn't want to be with them. I've been kind of keeping up to date with that, and I looked at the final chapter yesterday, and I was like, yo, so that's how it ends. That's how Nisekoi ends. I mean, overall, my thoughts on the conclusion, it's to be expected. It was a very predictable ending. It was. I mean, we all saw it coming. If you've ever heard about the one-shot of Nisekoi, you kind of already knew what to expect. It was just an extended version of that. But Nisekoi's ending, it was decent. It was very decent. It wasn't the best thing I've ever seen, but it was a decent conclusion. Probably a hell of a lot better than what Bleach is probably going to get because, Weekly Shonen Jump is rushing Kubo. And speaking of Bleach, so I talked about it in my review. I'm not going to dive into the details but maybe Bleach could end rather good. I mean, if Joha Bach wins, if so, that'd be fucking amazing. But getting off that subject, though, there's one more thing I need to talk about before I open up fan mail. I recently actually started watching the BDs of ReZero. Remember, I did an unboxing, like, around Tuesday? Yeah, was it Tuesday or Wednesday? It was one of those days. I did an unboxing of ReZero, and I actually, last night, I sat down and just put the BD in, because I wanted to see exactly how it is, how it looked, and all that, the quality of the BD. And, oh my god, the quality looks so fucking beautiful. But it's not just that. The title screen. I can't explain it because I can't have the music in the video because copyright reasons. I wish I could let you know how it sounds, but the music of the title screen of ReZero is so fucking creepy. It is so creepy, and I don't think that song that's in the title screen, I don't think that's actually used in the anime at all. Like, I'm not even kidding. The music that's in the title screen, it fits the vibe of ReZero, but I don't think that was ever used in the anime of ReZero. Maybe like a quick clip of it or something, like a quick segment of the song, but the entirety of the song, how creepy it is, it's such a creepy title screen, the ReZero, when I put it in. I didn't expect that. And then overall, just seeing, the, BD quality of ReZero, it looks stunning. And also the uncensored violence, oh my god. Like, Subaru, when he gets killed on the floor, in the mansion, and you have Rimut kill him, you see his eyeball. His eyeball rolls. Like, I'm not even joking. The uncensored violence to that is crazy. I did not expect that at all. So, yeah, the uncensored nature of the BDs, it's to be expected, but damn, I didn't think I would see, like, an eyeball rolling on the floor. I can't wait to see exactly how episode 15, 16, 17, and 18 is done, with the, uncensored version of it. I cannot wait. So, yeah, that wraps up about everything I want to talk about. Hopefully all of you have had a very good day, so let's dive into some fan mail. How are you, Chibi? Just sending this small gift. This is Dante, aka Lol, on... Oh, okay, how you doing, Lol? It's been a while since you messaged me. Hope everything is well with you and your stepmom. Actually, she's been able to start walking a lot more than she used to. I talked about that in a recent vlog, and she's progressing into steadily paced, and she still hurts when she tries to walk and all that, but she's progressing to the point to where she can actually start walking once again. Okay, I know you probably have enough anime to watch this season, so I'm recommending you 2 films. Toki wo Kakeru, Shoujo, English translation, The Girl Who Leaped Through Time. I've watched that. Very, very, very good movie. Let's see, English dub, and Bakemono no Ko, The Boy and the Beast. I watched that as well. Very good movie. Very, very good movie. I love the conclusion of the movie as well. That's one of my favorite parts about the movie, and I do like the coming-of-age story of Boy and the Beast. It's such a Wonderful, wonderful movie. Yes, I've watched both of those movies in my spare time. I've actually never talked about them, but I have to say, The Boy and the Beast, I can see why many people like the movie, because that was a fun experience. Speaking of movies, Suicide Squad came out recently. Yet to watch that. I don't really go to the movie theaters, but Suicide Squad, it came out recently. Let me know how that is, Chibits. Have a nice day, and please be safe. Oh, you have a nice day too, my boy. So, Tokyo Ghoul Re Volume 7. Thank you very much, Dante. You know what? I gotta say, I'm really happy with how Ishida's artwork has improved throughout the series. You can really see the difference. Like, I was, looking back at Tokyo Ghoul Volume 1, since, I did that video yesterday about how the first chapter is getting redone, and I've looked at the chapters quite a bit, but I mean, when you compare the art side by side of Tokyo Ghoul, like Part 1 to Tokyo Ghoul Re, you could just see the complete difference in style of how much Ishida has changed, how much he's gotten better at drawing since the beginning, and I mean, just seeing the first chapter redone is probably going to be breathtaking, but I hope one day, I know Ishida probably pushes himself, and he does quite a bit behind the scenes, but I hope one day, when he does have the time, maybe when Tokyo Ghoul is finished, I'd like to see him redo the entirety of Part 1, maybe redo the artwork or something, like, update it in something. I would love to see him try something like that. I really would. Or at the very least, do, like, the first volume or something. Like a remastered Tokyo Ghoul Volume 1. I would love it if he did that and he added more symbolism behind the scenes to future parts of Tokyo Ghoul. It's something I would love to see if he did that. But thank you very much, lol. I cannot show you this. There's just a uncensored opie on this sheet or blanket or something, but this, however, I can show you. So this figure, imagine this figure right here, this figure, but imagine, I guess, her opie not having any bra. That's kind of what I'm seeing right here with this, like, pillow, but I don't know what this is. Who is this? Like, what's the name of this? Bikini Warriors Mage Bikini. Ain't that anime short that aired like 2 to 3 seasons ago? I think Bikini Wars is. It wasn't just like fan service or whatever. So, Bikini Warriors Mage. I know I'm putting this downstairs with my other figures. I mean, I always like... okay, enough. I'll say, though, Bikini Warriors, it's a nice looking figure, actually. And, purple's my favorite color. Purple hair and all that. It's one of my personal favorites. So... thank you. There's no letter whoever sent this, and I wish there was, because, as I always say, I love getting to find out who sent what, and I guess some Chibits like to remain anonymous, so, I mean, I guess that's why some don't send a letter or message, but sometimes I wish you guys did, because I'd like to thank the Chibit that did send these certain things. But thank you very much. Thank you so much for whoever sent this figure. I want to, put it up downstairs with my other figures. I have this, like, big bookshelf downstairs. I put, like, some One Piece figures down there. I put my Kaneki figure down there. I put quite a bit down there. And, I guess I'll add this also to the collection, this Bikini Warriors, Mage figure. So thank you very much. Oh, we have Shu. A drawing of Shu. My boy Shu. Sweet Harmony! Oh, it's been forever since we've seen Shu in Tokyo Ghoul, now I think about it. We need to see Tsukiyama again. We really do. Very cute drawing, by the way. To Chibi from Crow. How you doing, Crow? Date as of writing, July 11th, 2016. It's August now. This is a little bit late, but please forgive me for taking, forever to open this letter. Dear Chibi, how has your summer been? It's been okay. It's been nothing spectacular. I mean, mostly watching anime and manga, playing games. I mean, the usual. But I would like to swim, as I talked about earlier on this vlog. I want to go swimming very soon before, it gets, fall and winter. And I guess that'll be my final conclusion to my summer. But my summer overall has been good. How about yours? Mine has been going well. Oh, you answered my question. Mine has been going well. Thanks for asking. Let me start off by saying this is the first letter of hopefully many I am writing to you. I would love to see more. You can call me Crow. I have been a subscriber to your channel for almost a year now. This is where I would tell you my in-depth life story if mine was in-depth. Boy, like calm and peaceful life, that's fine too. I mean, and nothing really interesting happens, that's also a very good life. I actually like that type of life as well. But instead, I will quickly say that I'm a high schooler who has been fond of anime and manga since I was a wee lad. Now that my riveting life narrative is out of the way, let's get on to the important stuff. Oh, your life is important though, I want to know more. First off, have you read any more of the manga Fire Brigade of Flames? I've read about 4 or 5 chapters of it. I kind of fell off, and I've been told that it's actually getting really good. Maybe I might pick it up very soon. I know you did a first impressions of Chapter 0, but have you read any more? Like I said, up to 5 chapters. I have recently become aware of the series thanks to the crossover it had with Wait, it had a crossover Fairy Tail? And I have been enjoying it quite a bit. The first volume comes out in the US on November 8th. But that's pretty early for the first one. Damn. Moving on, what are your thoughts on the certain magical index / certain scientific railgun? I love railgun. I love index. Index needs a season 3, like right now. Railgun needs a season 3, and oh, dude, Accelerator is amazing. I love Accelerator. I love Index. I love the characters in those 2 series. They need continuations very soon. It is one of my all-time favorite anime / light novel series. I agree. I know it isn't an amazingly written masterpiece, but I just find it so enjoyable and love the characters, especially Misaka, best girl, I agree, best girl, and Accelerator. Finishing up the anime and manga questions, have you read / watched the 5 centimeters per second movie or one-shot manga? No, I don't think so. No, I have not. I think I always confuse 5 centimeters per second with the girl who leaped through time for some reason. I always just confuse those, but I don't think I've seen 5 centimeters per second. Who are the one-shot manga. I've read the manga and own it, and it's a great story told in such a short time. It takes a much more realistic approach on romance, showing that love isn't all sunshine and rainbows. Ooh, that sounds good. If you haven't, you should definitely check it out. Now that you said romance, it's got me interested. Now it's time for me to wrap up my rambling. I just want to say thank you, Chibi, for the Tokyo Ghoul reactions and analysis videos, for the seasonal anime reviews, for the weekly chapter reviews, and all other videos you make. You're too sweet. I'll definitely be writing another letter sometime in the future. Thank you for your time. From Crow. P.S. Hope you enjoy the artwork. I do. It's very cute. Harmony! And that's exactly the word that describes it. Thank you very much, Crow. I would like to see more from you. I'd like to see more letters from you. Get to talk with you and all that. You know, share life stories, have fun. You know, that's what I do this vlog for. Just to chat with all of you Chibits. So, I definitely look forward to more letters from you. Is this a Tokyo Ghoul stamp? Look at that! How relevant with the latest chapter. Because you want to know something? This letter, I've had downstairs for about maybe 2 to 3 weeks now. And it was before the chapter with the Joker and stuff came out, you know, with, Joker Audita, that before that armor was introduced. Even Joker, right here, with Kaneki. That's interesting. That's subtle foreshadowing to events. I like that. And then you have a meme on the back, the dog meme. You had the dog meme. Hello, dear Chibi. The idea of writing you a letter made me very nervous because this is my first one. But now during my vacation, I got some courage and here we are. A year ago, I was watching random anime videos from YouTube, and then I accidentally clicked your video. At first, I admired your manga collection, like a little Izuku watching All Might videos. Later, I found the Tokyo Ghoul reviews. I'm a huge fan. And started to watch them regularly. What's your current favorite anime of this season? If not counting ReZero and JoJo? It's a tie between Mob Psycho 100 and Amanchu. It's one of those 2 series. I'm really loving Amanchu. Let's see, mine is ReZero. It took my attention after I read your tweets about it. Alongside that, I love Food Wars. Luckily, I had time to finish the first season before the second began. I told my mom about it, and once she said, come on, watch that food anime so you get hungry and make us some food. As for manga, my favorites are Black Butler, TG, and Ri, and Boku no Hero Academia. Oh my god, after the last episode of first season, I couldn't resist reading Boku no Hero Academia. Stained greatness, you know what I'm talking about. That's all of what I did at our summer cottage, and I agree with you. The chapters with parents was just wow. And what series are you hyped for? What series I'm hyped for this year? ReZero. ReZero something, and JoJo. Those are the very big series I'm just so interested in right now. That's what I'm really fascinated about and want to know more. And also, any other series that's come out this year. I don't know, my mind is drawing a blank right now, because I tend to not really pay attention to the next season until, the current season's about to end. Also, what series are you hyped for? Okay, I can't wait for the new seasons of Attack on Titan, Blue Exorcist, and Yomush. Oh yeah, Yomush Bells. Oh. Yo, Mushi Pedal needs that new season. Oh! I mean, I need more Mito Suji. I need more Mito Suji from Yo Mushi Pedal. And oh yeah, Blue Exorcist getting a continuation. I hope you enjoy this summer season. I'm trying to finish lots of series before my vacation ends. My first year of high school will start. Oh, you're about to start high school. I remember when I started high school. Oh man, those were the times. Those were the times when I started high school. I remember being nervous, scared, coming out of middle school into high school. Being a freshman, you're kind of like fresh meat for the seniors, the sophomores, and juniors and stuff. I wish you best of luck. Let's see. My first year of high school starts soon, so I'm terrified but also excited. A huge thanks to you, Chibi. Keep making amazing videos like always. And thank you for always sending me support through letters. All of you Chibas. By the way, me and my friends call reviewers like you anime supreme gods. Now, I'm not a god. No, I'm not the best anime reviewer either. I have no idea where my friend got that, but it sounds amazing. Serious. From Jasmine. From Jasmine, Finland. Wait, this is from Finland? Am I reading this wrong? Is this from Finland? Like I've always said, it just shocks me knowing that you Chibas are out of country and stuff sending me letters. It's great. It really puts a smile on my face and makes the day even better just knowing that. Thank you very much, Jasmine. I wish you the best of luck with school, and I wish you the best of luck in high school. When I go to school, no! When I watch and / read Boku no Hero Academia. Oh my fucking god. That's so cute. That's really good drawings. You did a very good job. Plus, I like that. Plus Ultra, what you did there. That's a very nice. And then you have little Izuku right there. Oh, you did a really good drawings. You're a good artist. You're a really good artist. You did a really good job with that. You sent custom illustrations for Tokyo Ghoul. Look at that. Look at that. And ooh, I love the Chibi Kanekis on the bottom there. That's very cute. And then you have Kaneki doing shh. Be quiet. We got Best Boy Tsukiyama Shu right there. Oh, we got Toka and Kaneki as well. Oh, Toka's pretty cute in that. I gotta admit, like, look, I'm an Eto fan, but I gotta admit Toka's pretty damn cute. And ooh, that's some really nice art on the top there. Who drew that? If anyone knows who drew that, like, please let me know. I don't. That doesn't look like Ishida's drawing. That looks like something. You know, it looks different from the classical Ishida artwork. Who drew this? That looks beautiful. That absolutely looks beautiful. I love the shading to the red and the centipede on it. I just love it. So, thank you very much, Jasmine. It was a very sweet letter, and hopefully I get more from you. It's always nice to read letters from you fellow Chibits. Sorry in advance for how long my letter is. Don't say sorry. I've said this many, many times in my videos. Do not say sorry for sending me a long letter. I love reading letters. I'm also sorry for how hard to read it is, and not because of my handwriting, per se, but because I'm bad at explaining things. Hope you have a nice day. You too. You may throw away the Kaneki Chibi hybrid and Brendan if you want to, although they could totally give you luck, especially Brendan. Totally Brendan. I'm totally not lying. The beautiful man will help you. He will add luck and would be a great conversation piece for your guest. Just tape him to the outside of your door. He will sing the demons away, I swear on his giant forehead. Sorry if my letter doesn't make much sense. I'm bad at translation, so I'm kind of put them in separate paragraphs. No worries. Hello, Chibi. How are you today / tonight? Doing good. How about yourself? I'm Crystal. I'm 14 and writing to you from Montana. Sorry that my handwriting sucks. I just thought it would mean more to write it instead of typing it. I've been watching your videos for a little while now, probably a little before the anime winter season of 2015. I believe the first video of yours I watched was your Tokyo Ghoul Fury video about the things the manga hinted at about Kaneki's torture. Oh. I haven't been able to watch your recent reviews for TG because I'm not caught up on TG Read. You need to catch up. While on the subject of manga, I didn't know Walmart sold anything. Is that a recent thing? No, Walmart's always sold manga from what I was aware of when I've always been there. I mean, they have the newest One Punch Man volumes, actually. I was there the other day. They had, like, volume 7 of One Punch Man at my local Walmart. I guess I wouldn't really know since the closest Walmart is about 5 hours away. Oh, my God. That's a long ways. I thought I lived in the boonies. I guess this question isn't that important to the series, but do you also think it's weird that Subaru hasn't mentioned his home? He kind of does in the light novel. I don't want to spoil anything. Like, I haven't read ahead of the anime. I don't know what to expect in the anime. But in the light novel Volume 1, like right at the beginning, you kind of get more hints at what type of lifestyle Subaru had when he was in the regular world. And you get to kind of find out more about his home and how he lived. And in the recent episode, episode 18, we kind of know a little bit more about him as well when it came to his lifestyle before he came to, you know, this different world. So, I'm not going to really spoil anything. I recommend you to read the light novel, pick up the light novel and read it, or, you know, watch the recent episode of ReZero, because you kind of get a little bit of an insight to what Subaru's home was kind of like. I mean, like him missing it. Nah, he doesn't really care much about missing it. He hasn't wanted to go home yet. It's weird. At this point, I would have wanted to go home, or at least I would have thought to. I want to know who you look up to except Ashita and Togashi. I just was curious. I said except these two people because I know you love Ashita a lot, and I know you like Togashi a lot too. The other people I look up to in real life. Let me think here. Sawyer 7 Mage. I would say Sawyer 7 Mage. He was a man, and also King of Lightning as well. Those two kind of inspired me to start YouTube. I actually was looking into being a YouTuber at the time, and I remember watching their videos, King of Lightning and Sawyer 7 Mage, and it got me, like, knowing, like, wait a minute, I can make some YouTube videos. I can just talk about my passion for anime and manga, and that's kind of what got me into it. You know, those two kind of let me know I could probably make something like that. Just talk about, you know, my favorite anime and manga. So, yeah, if there's anyone that's kind of like my inspiration that I aspire to be, or someone that really inspired me, it would definitely be Sawyer 7 Mage or King of Lightning. Both really great people, and they both have really good channels as well. I recommend you to check them out. They have really good content. I also admire Ashita-sensei a lot because I love his art style. He's the person I look up to for art. I hope to draw like him someday, along with Katsura Hoshino. She's really good too, of course, with her own style included. Musically, I admire Brendan Urey. I admire him because he can play a fuck ton of instruments, and he can sing super high. Dude, he can play trumpet, accordion, piano, organ, cello, bass, drums, and guitar. Probably more too. How weird, his range is so good. I don't know if you're into music or not, and by that I mean I don't know if you play anything. Nah, I never really played anything when it came to musical instruments. So if you don't know how high it is, please look it up and be amazed. By the way, if you don't know him, his last name is pronounced Yuri, and his band is Panic and the Disco. Ooh, or Panic at the Disco. Okay, I'll have to look that up. Now I'm curious if you have an anime character you admire. Lawrence from Spice and Wolf, Holo from Spice and Wolf, Goku, I guess, Kaneki, and Guts. Those are the characters I admire. Oh, and Meryl. I think there are a lot of characters out there that are admirable. I really admire, off the top of my head, Alan Walker. Ooh, the Gray Man. Izuku from Boku no Hero, and Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul. Alan because he's pretty keen on wanting to help others than himself, kind of what Kaneki wants, lol. Izuku because he is fighting for what he really wants to do, and Kaneki's reason is weird because it's kind of not true. The phrase Kaneki's mom told him, that's what I admire. I know he's changed from then and that he's crazy, but still, I kind of think that phrase, the thing is true. You gotta do both, that way you can get what you want. Foo foo foo. Important question. Do you think you will have problems interacting with your fans or won't interact as much when your YouTube channel grows? I do admit, over the time since the channel has grown, it has become increasingly hard for me to reply to every single comment. I will personally admit that. I will be just straight up with all of you Chibits. But I try to stay active with a lot of you. I read all the comments. I try to read all the comments. The only comments I probably miss are something probably from an old video or something that, you know, when I was asleep. Like, if I was asleep, that's probably how I missed the comment. Or if, you know, it was from an old video, that's probably how I missed it. But usually when it comes to new content I upload daily, I kind of keep track with what you all are saying. And also, I try to kind of interact with you a lot when it comes to on Twitter and also on YouTube as well. I mean, if it grows to 1 or 2 million more. I highly doubt we'll ever reach 1 million or 2 million. No, I don't think so. And, I mean, I'm just amazed we reached 100K. I mean, we all managed to reach 100K. That's honestly, that's a dream come true, just to know we hit that milestone. That's impressive alone. I just didn't think it was ever possible to even get 100 of you achievements. I just didn't. So now knowing that we have 100K, I'm really happy. I'm really happy with what we already have, and honestly, I wouldn't even ask for more. I'm fine with what we have now. So, yeah. And don't be modest. I know you'll get to 1 million. You guys read me like a book. Damn. You guys read me like a book. You know how I am. But it's just the truth. I'm satisfied with what I have, honestly. Anyways, moving away from my rants and stuff, I love your videos. I watch the reviews almost every time I watch the episode prior, almost because it sometimes depends on what anime I end up watching last. I will most likely always like your videos, even if Senpai doesn't always notice me on Twitter. I've seen your messages and stuff, don't worry. I know you don't mind, but I feel like I should have considered. I basically made you sit and read through now 5 pages of babbling, bad writing, possibly bad grammar, and bad sentence structure. Stop. Stop. Supposed to go on about this paragraph, but I'm done, lol. I don't know if you remember my joke drawing of Izuku or not. I remember your drawing. I'm sending you a copy so you can see it forever, lol, along with a few pictures of Brendan to save you the time of looking him. Oh, you're a good man. Thanks for reading. Sincerely, Crystal. Oh, that was a sweet letter. Thank you so much. We have this. My friend made this. Oh, I remember when this was made. I remember when Tom made this. I remember. I remember when he made this. One of the beautiful things found on Google Images. Yeah, I remember that video. It's hilarious. Beautiful. Brendan Yurdi, remember, ward off the demons to your anime stash with this man. Okay. There you go. And then, the resemblance is uncanny, right? Did I do good, Senpai? Okay, there's Izuku. And there's that. Let me read what it says in a second. When the news is just too real. To be honest, it started out as a real drawing, but because it was in pen, I couldn't erase once I messed up the hair, so gave up and the tweet was born. Hope you enjoy my funny/bad drawing. It's still sweet. Better than what I could ever do. And with that, I think it's a perfect way to end this video. It was a very sweet letter, and you guys are amazing. Thank you always for sending just beautiful, beautiful words to me, for I can just see how much you all care. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.